Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to do a firmware update over the USB. So your device is unallocated, sitting there, and as you can see, it is connected to my PC, and I've turned the USB on so I see the drive. So in the drive at the top level, what I need to do is you will get a .bin file called appupdate.bin. And all you got to do is just go Control-C, Control-V, and copy it on. It's not that fast, but just copy it. It can take a few seconds if it's not quite ready to copy. But once it's on there and you can see it, then you're ready to go for the update. And what happens is when it reboots, if it sees a file called appupdate.bin, it will apply that as a firmware update. First thing to do is always go back up to the top in order that it's unmounted. And then I just reboot with a magnet. And this time, when it reboots, instead of starting up normally, what will happen is this LED flashes rapidly. And that tells you that what it's doing is busy copying that appupdate.bin into the slot, and then it's going to do the firmware update with the possibility to roll back as well in case the firmware was bad. This will take a couple of seconds. So we'll edit out the time where it goes flash, 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 and then the LED will go off, and there will be a period of time. You have to be patient. It can take up to a minute. And once it's done, then it will reboot normally, and you should see the splash screen. And in the splash screen, you should see the new release version. But you have to be patient. Don't be tempted to unplug it, reboot it again, anything like that, because if you interrupt the update process, then bad things will happen. So talk amongst yourselves. I should also say that even if bad things do happen, and for whatever reason we end up with both the active and the backup standby version of the firmware corrupted on the device, it should go into the bootloader, and using a USB cable and the MCU boot utility, it should be possible to recover the device. It's not bricked because there is always a recovery DFU method, which is not that simple, but will work using a PC and your USB cable. So in principle, we can always recover, but best not to do that. We just let it take its time, get on with copying all the bits about and booting the new version, and then once that's done, we'll be happy. Of course, just put it down. So there we go. It's come back up. It's rebooted. It shows its version, which has been updated, and we're back in the room, ready to roll.